Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Two Phones, back again with another video. And yeah, I brought back from the dead and revived it. The NextBit Robin. Okay, this is the first generation smartphone back from the starter kit. Kickstarter company back from 2015. They talked about this device. It was supposed to revolutionize how we use our smartphones. It was supposed to be a game changer, something new, something innovative. And to be honest, it sort of was, but for what it was worth, a lot of people didn't feel like it was worth it at the time. And you had so many other flagship killers out there like OnePlus, Motorola, phone companies and that sort that brought out phones that actually was reasonable priced and had good specs. So this is 2017 revisit of the NextBit Robin. We now have Android 7.1.1 on deck. You can go and get this phone for $118 on eBay and Amazon, I believe. I'll leave the links in the description. You can go check that out. So this phone is fully updated finally without having to be on beta or anything like that. Now, to go ahead and do a little rewind, what you get with this is a 13 megapixel back and I think 5 in the front, 5 megapixels on the front. You got a fingerprint on the side. You got your SIM injector, SIM tray on the side. Your volume rockers on the other side. At the top, headphone jack, infamous. On the bottom, USB-C, I think 2.0. And your front speakers, of course. And no further ado, let's check it out. So now what this phone was supposed to do, like once again, it's supposed to be the first cloud-based smartphone whereas you got 32 gigs of internal memory and then 100 gigs in the cloud. So what this can help you with is put your applications that aren't in use in the cloud, and the ones that you use mostly, you'll see them in color. The ones you wouldn't be using will be highlighted. Now another way you can also do this, they have this little smart button. Your archive apps, your pin apps, and all apps. It doesn't have an app drawer, unfortunately, but it still works the same. Now let's check the camera again. Let's see if anything's new with the camera. Let's see. Okay, so you still got your focus. Okay, so not really. You still got auto camera, manual camera, video. You got the front facing and back facing. Then you can snap. That's still a little slow with the camera department. You can add. Let's see what you can add. Okay, let's just zoom in. All right. So nothing really new with the camera. Let's go ahead and see what the storage is all about. Now, how you find the storage, the cloud storage, is called smart storage. So let's check that out, see if there's any new improvements. Okay, so locally, out the box, you get 25 gigs, and I've used up 11 gigs. But in the cloud, I've used up 5.6 out of the 100 gigabytes of cloud storage. And you can go ahead and check your app tabs. And if you see this little pen thing, that means apps you don't want to go into the cloud. So the ones that's darker, those are going to stay on your device, and the ones that's not dark, those are the ones you're allowing to stay in the cloud if you're not using them. And as you can see, it keeps your apps synced. The last time I did a backup was in 2 weeks ago. So that's how the cloud storage section works. They also have settings. So you want to use Wi-Fi only, backup all data, or Wi-Fi network. You can do it while charging. You can back up applications. You can turn them on. Backup media. You can turn them on. Report matrix and things in that sort. So all this is tacked into the cloud storage, to the whole the whole cloud ecosystem for NextBit robbing. They are acquired by Razer. Razer is a gaming and laptop company that makes a lot of like processors and games and things and that sort. And they are in the works, I believe. There's been rumors they are in the works to bring out another NextBit smartphone, but NextBit is under the Razer company. So, and they promise updates, security updates all the way through 2018. And I got this phone in 2016, so this device is promised to get security updates all the way through 2018. Not sure if it's going to get Android O. We'll have to keep in contact with Razer and NextBit, see what's going on with it. But my experience with this device, I haven't had any real issues to say, oh, this phone is crappy. Yeah, it does seem like it has a cheap build. But if you get this phone right now for $118, you're going to be fully updated with Android software and security patches. If you guys don't believe me, let's go. Hold on, my fault. We are at Android 7.1.1. So therefore, you know it's legit. The NextBit Robin is still alive. Unfortunately, a lot of people gave it bad criticism, and you know, they said this phone should have been better than what it was, or at least NextBit should have marketed better than what they did when they became a Kickstarter. I said start kicker, a Kickstarter technology company. Would I recommend this phone? Only if you're gonna be an app hoarder, like you gotta have tons of apps. You gotta use tons of applications to see this thing work. Like I said, you can download. I mean, you can still download movies and music all you want, but in order to see this work, you have to have Wi-Fi access. The only way you know the cloud's working if the lights in the back are blinking. If the lights in the back are blinking, that means it's updating or syncing or loading up apps to the cloud. Now, a lot of people gave criticism to this fingerprint. Now let's see if it works any faster. Now, unfortunately, you have to tap it and then do it. So, it's a little. I know a lot of people will get irritated with that, but it is what it is. To be honest, that's a safer bet. You have to tap it twice to do the fingerprint, because let's say somebody accidentally hit it, and then it thinks it is reading your fingerprint, and then it unlocks it. So, I don't know. It's all in your preference. The speakers are amazing. I'm telling you guys, I will recommend any smartphone with front-facing speakers. I don't care how you guys say, well, I like bezel-less phones now since the Galaxy S8 Plus or the G6 or whatever like that. But we all know Apple is not going to go with the bezel-less iPhone. We'll see. We'll see if Apple does an iPhone with bezel-less screen. I mean, if you think about it, it could have been bezel-less, but it has the black bars. So the black bars is going around the phone, so you could tell it has bezel. But it really doesn't bother me. I mean, it's a decent phone. It's a decent phone for the price. It's cheaper than the Nexus 5X. So it's cheaper than the Moto G5 Plus right now. And it's actually cheaper than the Blue R1 Plus, which hasn't seen Android 7.0 yet, I don't believe. So you got choices, and this runs on AT&T and T-Mobile. No Sprint or Verizon, unfortunately. But like I said, this is a great text now phone. This is a great FREEDOMPOP phone. So, hey, if you're looking for a cheap phone with cheap phone service and chat sim, it'll work with chat sim too. As you can see, I have a lot of chatting applications on here already. So you know I've been playing with it with the chat sim app. So, and FREEDOMPOP and text now. So it's legit. It's legit. I say it still works. The camera isn't the best camera on the market, but it still gives you some functionalities. So if you want a cheap $100 smartphone, NextBit Robin, get it today. Amazon, eBay, maybe even Slick Deals. I keep throwing it out there. So there you guys have it. In 2017, it has Android 7.1.1, guys. I mean, 3 gigs of RAM. You got 32 internal memory and 100 gigs of cloud storage, which means you really don't need an SD card. So if Google or Apple did something like that with their newer phones, added a smart storage option to the Pixel 2s or the iPhone 8s, maybe more people will buy it. And then give it a better price tag, like maybe under $500. Google and Apple, listen, you guys are not listening. Anyways, I say get the phone. Like I said, the speakers are pretty loud. They're pretty loud speakers. And yeah, it got USB fast charging. So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, got fingerprint, got NFC. The only thing you're missing is wireless charging and water resistance. But why are we talking about that, man? I don't get it. Anyways, you're gonna put a case on this phone. Point blank, you're gonna put a case on it. So there you have it. Your boy bringing back, reviving the NextBit Robin in 2017. Android 7.1.1 on deck. Smart storage. You got cloud storage. So technically, you got 100 gigs, 132 gigs on this device for $100, man. I mean, look, $118. You can't beat it, man. I say just get it as a backup phone. I mean, it's not the coolest looking phone on the market, on the planet. It's not the coolest looking one. It actually reminds me of a Sony Xperia. So if you're a Sony fanboy, you'll like the NextBit Robin. I guarantee you. All right, man. All right, guys, let me know your thoughts. Have you picked up the NextBit Robin, and what's your... Oh, and that's another thing I forgot to show you guys. The widgets. You pinch, and you get your widgets. So you pinch out, you tap. Wait a minute. All right. Hold on, y'all. All right, so you pinch in and hit the home button, and you get your widgets. All right? So that's another thing that you got to do. You pinch to get your widgets. Simple. Oh, and if you want to add, you just hit that little dot, and then these are all your widgets. And you just keep adding and adding, all right? So you still got your widgets, man. Your widgets haven't gone anywhere. It's just a pinch away, okay? So here we go. Your boy, 2 phones, NextBit Robin, 2017, revisit.